APA is one of the most used citation styles at the University of Jamestown. So in this video, we're going to walk through the basic elements of APA citations and talk about why we use standardized formats like APA to cite our sources. APA is the American Psychological Association. They're a professional organization that maintains publication format, style, and citation standards that many professions and academic disciplines use, especially in the sciences and social sciences. APA citations come in two formats: references, which are the full citations that you write and put in a list at the end of your paper, and in-text citations, which appear in parentheses within the narrative of your writing. For the sake of time, in this video, we'll focus on full references. Full APA references have basically four elements: author, date, title, and what APA calls the source element. The author element contains the name of the person, persons plural, or organization primarily responsible for creating the resource you're citing. If the resource has an editor or translator, you'll include their names in the source element of your citation. Authors are always listed last name first, and their first names are abbreviated by just an initial. Publication date is the date when the source was made publicly available, when it was published or posted or released. Publication date appears in parentheses right after the authors, with a period outside the closing parenthesis. Title is the specific name of the resource you're citing. This could be the title of a journal or news article, the title of a book chapter, the title of a whole book, the title of a film or video, or song, or data set, or presentation, and so on. Titles are typically recorded in sentence case, meaning we only capitalize the first word after punctuation and proper nouns. Article titles aren't in quotation marks, and whether the title is italicized depends on the type of source you're citing. The source element contains information about where you found the resource. This includes publication information, such as the name of the publishing company or sponsoring organization, or a journal title, specific edition information or volume and issue numbers, as well as links to the source in the form of a URL if what you're citing is online, or a DOI if you're citing a scholarly article. The source element is the most variable part of a citation because the information you include here changes based on the format of the resource you're citing. Let's now take a look at two examples: a scholarly article and an online news article. In this reference for a scholarly article from a scholarly journal, our authors begin the citation. Their last names are listed first, and we only use their first or first and middle initials. Date comes next in parentheses, and then we have the title of the article we're citing. After the article title, we include the journal title, italicized, followed by volume and issue information and page numbers. Last, we include a DOI, which is a unique identifier that acts as a permanent link to the article. Next, let's look at our online news article. Again, our author comes first, followed by the date in parentheses. Since we know the specific month and day this article was published, we include that as well. Next is the title of our article. And because the article is on a web page, we italicize the title. After that, we include the name of the larger website or organization responsible for the website, which in this case is National Public Radio. Finally, we include a URL to the article. So why APA? Why use any standardized citation format? Well, standardized methods of writing citations help scientists and researchers and your professors quickly find the information that is cited in whatever they're reading, whether that's a scholarly article or a student paper. Because all of the information you need to find a source is formatted into an expected place within a citation, scholars can track down the articles that are cited, as well as quickly scan references and get a sense of the research that went into the piece they're reading. Scholars includes you too. When you're conducting research for a class or just to find out more about a topic, take a look at the sources that are cited in the research you're reading. It's a great way to verify an author's arguments, get a sense of the scope of their research, and to find more resources that are relevant to your own investigation. Don't forget that there are citation help resources available on the library website, and that the APA style website can also be very useful. If you have questions about APA or citing your sources in general, don't hesitate to email reference@uj.edu or drop by the library.